Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're embarking on a 30-day quest to conquer your fear of speaking English and truly transform you into a confident communicator. If you've ever found yourself completely freezing up when trying to string a sentence together or feeling like your vocabulary just vanishes the second you open your mouth, well, you are in the exact right place. We've got an incredibly structured, highly effective plan to dig into today.
All right, let's just dive right in. The best part about this plan? You do not need grueling hours of study. The only daily time commitment you need to complete this journey is a highly focused 20 to 30 minutes. Think about that for a second. We aren't asking for half your day or exhausting midnight study sessions here. We're talking about the length of a quick sitcom or just the time it takes to drink your morning coffee. Consistency is going to be your absolute best friend.
And look, our ultimate goal here actually dismantles your biggest fear right out of the gate. We are chasing confidence, not perfection. Perfection is honestly a myth, and it's the #1 thing that holds so many learners back from actually communicating. The goal of this explainer and the source plan we're unpacking is to get you comfortable using the language as a tool, making mistakes, and just pushing through them with a smile.
So here's our exact roadmap for the adventure. We'll start with the 30-day challenge, move through building basics in week 1, improving fluency in week 2, real communication in week 3, hitting the pro level in week 4, and finally we'll wrap up with the daily success formula.
All right, part 1, the 30-day speaking challenge, which is your roadmap to fluency. Over the next month, you're basically going on a hero's journey. It's a stepping stone approach taking you from building basic confidence in week 1, improving your fluency in week 2, building real, tested confidence in week 3, all the way to speaking like an absolute pro by week 4. It's perfectly designed so you are never overwhelmed and always progressing.
Moving on to part 2, week 1, building basics. This is all about getting that confident start and speaking without fear.
So, your first trials are gentle, but they're absolutely crucial. For the first 3 days, you're literally just going to face the mirror for 5 to 10 minutes and introduce yourself. Your name, your studies, your hobbies. You'll also record a super simple baseline sentence, something like, I am a student, I like reading and learning new things. Then on days 4 and 5, you switch to using the simple present tense to describe your daily routine, saying things like, I wake up at 6 a.m. Finally, to finish the week on days 6 and 7, you'll gather your vocabulary weapons by learning 10 new words daily and actually putting each one into a sentence.
Now, here's a massive tip from the plan. Speak loudly, not silently. I really mean it. Project your voice. Speaking out loud commands confidence. It physically trains your mouth, your tongue, and your vocal cords to form these new sounds in real space, rather than just echoing them quietly in your mind.
Okay, part 3, week 2, improving fluency, where we start to speak continuously. The stakes are getting slightly higher now. On days 8 through 10, you're going to push yourself to speak non-stop for 1 to 2 full minutes on familiar stuff, your favorite movie, your favorite food, or a place you love. Then, for days 11 and 12, you'll practice with short English videos on YouTube. And finally, on days 13 and 14, you brave a real conversation with a friend. You'll ask simple questions like, what did you do today? And take note of what the plan explicitly says here. Mixing in your native language, like Nepali for instance, is totally okay. It's all about just keeping the flow going. Oh, and for those YouTube days I just mentioned, you'll use the highly effective shadowing technique. It's super simple. You listen to the speaker, intentionally pause the video, and then confidently repeat what they just said. It mimics natural rhythm, intonation, and speed in a totally low-pressure environment. Which brings us to part 4. Week 3, real communication. Time to really build that confidence. Here's where we step out of the practice room and tackle more complex, real-world scenarios. Days 15 to 17 ask you to speak for 2 to 3 minutes on broader societal topics like education or social media. Then, days 18 and 19 have you practicing everyday situational conversations, acting out what you'd say at a shop, during an interview, or talking with a teacher. Then, for days 20 and 21, you're extending your speaking endurance by recording yourself for 3 to 5 whole minutes. The catch? You play that tape back, listen critically, and focus on self-correcting your own pronunciation and clarity. It's a real game changer. All right, part 5, week 4, the pro level, bringing together confidence and clarity.
This right here is the climax of your quest. In these final battles from days 22 to 24, you're diving deep into personal, real-life topics, your goals, your problems, your dreams.
Days 25 and 26 challenge you to practice storytelling, starting with fun prompts like, "Yesterday, something funny happened." Then, on days 27 and 28, it's time to face a real audience, friends or family, for actual feedback. And day 29, that puts you in the pressure cooker of a mock interview where you'll answer heavy-hitting questions like, "Tell me about yourself," and "Why should we select you?"
But just look at this. By the time you reach day 30, the transformation is absolutely massive. You're shifting from barely uttering one single recorded sentence on day 1, "I am a student," to confidently commanding a room for up to 10 continuous minutes. Recording that final day and comparing it back to day 1, that's going to be the ultimate proof of your growth.
Finally, Part 6, the Daily Success Formula. This is your blueprint for consistency.
So remember those 20 to 30 minutes we talked about at the very beginning? Here is exactly how you spend them. You dedicate 5 minutes to learning new words. You spend 10 minutes speaking on your topic for the day. Another 10 minutes listening and repeating with that shadowing technique. And your final 5 minutes? Recording yourself. This simple daily formula takes a daunting mountain of language learning and chops it down into manageable, bite-sized, incredibly powerful daily habits.
As we wrap up this explainer and you prepare to begin your quest, you really need to take these golden rules with you. First off, absolutely embrace your mistakes as stepping stones. Do not fear them. Second, commit to speaking daily. Momentum is literally everything here. Third, try to wire your brain to think directly in English instead of constantly translating in your head first. And finally, like we established right up front, prioritize the act of practice over the elusive illusion of perfection.
So you have the map. You know the exact daily formula. The 30-day timeline is right there, waiting for you to take that first step in front of the mirror. The only question left to ask yourself right now is this: what will your day 30 sound like? Get out there, start your 20 minutes today, and let's find out.